just all credit goes to Dayton, man. They're a really good team. Great chemistry. They play with great pace. Until you see it live, you don't really get a feel for it. It's hard to simulate. And I feel like we had some scoring issues early in the game that really just affected our fight. Right? I just felt like midway through the first half, we just lost our fight once we couldn't, generate easy offense, and that's all Dayton, man. They do a great job. They communicate at a high level. They have great interchangeable pieces. It's not just Obi Toppin, man. Those other guys, Mike Sell, Trey Landers, Crutcher, E.B. Watson. Those guys are big time players, and they're confident and they got a good thing going right now, man. They're a great representation of Atlantic 10 right now.
Questions?
Ashley, do you feel like they used some of your defensive aggressiveness against you tonight? Because a lot of baskets, at least in the first half, were within 3-4 foot of basket.
You know what? I didn't think we played any defense. I felt like our defense was non-existent, and I thought our communication was bad. I thought that we had way too many situations, especially early in the game, where we weren't matched up. I think they got a lot of their points early in transition, and we weren't matched up. And they came down and they moved the ball and they found an open man. And they made open shots, and then in the half court, I felt like they drove us because we weren't locked in on some of the things that we talked about doing. That's why I'm just really confused, because I felt like we prepared ourselves to play a good game. Then we got into the game. And, it was a scenario, I think we were down 5. We were stuck on 14 for a while. And then we just lost it. We just let it slip because we weren't scoring. So then our attention to detail and our energy on the defensive end just fell apart. So.
You mentioned that it's not just Obi, but when you have a guy like that you can start around, what kind of difference does that make for a team like Dayton?
I mean, any team that has a lottery pick, has a chance to win games, because even if you're in a tight game, you know who you're going to, right? To start games, you want to set the tone, you know who you're going to. And that's what Dayton does. So, they know that they can start the game, get him involved, in ball screens. They can isolate him, post him up. He'll put the pressure on the defense. He'll usually makes the right play. If teams double him, he does a good job of getting his teammates shots. So, it makes it easy, but you also have to have good players around him to complement him, or you can do things to make it more challenging. But it's hard to do that with them because their other guys are really good players also.
I know it's game 1 of league play, but how much of this did you look at as a measuring stick for you guys?
I look at every game right now as a measuring stick, because we're still very much in the early stages of building this program. And the one thing that I would have liked to see tonight was just more fight and just a more competitive spirit. I felt like in the Villanova game, we got down, we came back, we battled in the second half. Temple, we were down, battled in the second half. We didn't have that same fight tonight, and that's something that we're going to have to address. It's definitely unacceptable for us.
How much of a lesson is it for the freshmen? I mean, Andy and Christian got a lot of run tonight to show those guys, hey, that's the level.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, everything is a learning opportunity for us. And each game, I told our guys, I tell them all the time, whether you win or lose, regardless, you got to come back and get better. And it's our job to just be the best team that we can be by the end of the year. And I felt like this was a reality check for us, right? We played, you know, we played some opponents that weren't at the same level as the Atlantic 10, right? And we won those games. I was afraid that we may get a little overconfident and a false sense of where we are. Today put us right back in check to understanding like, yo, all right, we won these games. Now we got a lot of work to do to keep getting better. And Dayton's really good. You know, they might be, you know, one of the best teams in the country. I mean, they played like it tonight. But you know, it was definitely a learning opportunity for us, and we'll go back, we'll watch the tape, and we'll just lay it all out, all of the different teaching points, which there are plenty of.
Some coaches can sense that in practice during the week or something, that going into a game like this, that maybe teams smelling itself a little too much. Did you sense that at all?
I thought we had 2 great days of practice. I thought we had 2 really good days of practice after Bucknell. So, I'm a little, that's why I'm like, just confused, because I thought the intensity was great, but that's why Dayton is so good. Because you can't simulate the speed, the pace that they play at. So if you're a player and you've prepared and you're going to the game and then you get out there and you're like, man, yo, these guys are faster, they're moving the ball. It shocks you a little bit, and I felt like that's what happened to us today. All right, so all credit goes to Dayton, and they're a great team. They're flying high. They're playing with great confidence. They came in here and they set the tone to start A10 play with a road win, and you know our guys will definitely have to learn from this. Definitely.
Anthony Graham was in here a few minutes ago. He said, they embody their coach's personality and they play with grit, and that's a compliment. They have an ability to disrupt what you do in your flow from an offensive standpoint. Happy to hear that you're making an impression on the other guys too.
You know, it's like Coach Grant is a guy that when I was an assistant at Drexel, he was the head coach at VCU, and his team at the time was the standard of the Colonial. So he's a guy that I respect a great deal. So you know, anytime I get a compliment from one of my contemporaries, it's flattering. But I'd rather have played a tougher game. You know what I mean? And in all honesty, I have great respect for him and what he's doing, and I hope it looks like my team embodies my personality, but we didn't tonight. At least I didn't feel like we did.
What's Kenny report?
Day to day. So he didn't practice. The last couple of days. So I didn't want to play him. Like, he wanted to play, but I was just like, dude, you didn't practice, so I don't want to just throw you out there. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get him back out there.
Do you think there's ways for you guys to, you guys don't have a true rim protector. Do you think there are ways to get around him? And they had, I think 48 points in the paint tonight. There was 42 against, you had 42.
Take charges. Take charges. That's got to be our thing. So we didn't do it tonight. We talk about it all the time. So the only way you protect the rim is by blocking shots and being a team that sacrifice your body and steps up and take charges.